You can get involved too. Let us know. Share your sustainability story on Instagram. Tag We Are One Ocean. Hashtag We Are One Ocean and tag WSL. We're in a new heat right now. Kaipo Guerrero along with Mitchell Salazar.
Has a little bit of a resemblance to Supo as well. It stands up quite well up the point and barrels every now and then too.
Well, Ethan Ewing, he took a win. He's in round 16, but we're going to stick with live action right here as Italo Ferreira opens up with a couple of bangs on the backhand. The wave runs away, but I like the square turns that we're seeing from Italo Ferreira. We're going to take a look back at what happened right before that interview. This is a 5-point ride for Italo Ferreira.
Yeah, and how's the variation on these 3 turns too? The slide of the fins and straight up into the lip and the tough section coming down on him at the end. He wasn't very stoked with the ride.
Ferreira, carve on the backhand. Just patiently waiting for this inside. You know he's looking for a ramp. There he goes. Lands it, but gets bucked off in the last second.
He's very close to the rocks right there, too. He's close to shore, and he's got to watch out, not only with his boards and his fins, but also with your physique, Kaipo. All of a sudden, you're landing the wrong way. You could be hitting one of those rocks yourself. Hearing him there with the interviews with the media, Kaipo, the local media, they asked him what it feels to have the amount of Costa Ricans there supporting you, too. He said it was great.
Josh Burke with a beautiful roundhouse. Back to backhand rebound, comboed it up. Quick trip to the lip, and the explosion is survivable.
Feeling into that vibe of being at home and comfortable. So, and he's got a great opportunity to surf against somebody like Italo.
Hey, Strider, I got a question for you regarding the conditions. We've seen a big decrease in the amount of wind swell on the water.
It's on the decline. We're on the backside of the surge of that swell. Also, the tide is dropping out. So as you can see, these guys are catching everything that moves because those big sets are less and less. So Italo, everybody catching as many waves as they can, everything that they see for those opportunities, because as this heat plays out, we'll have less and less opportunity as the tide drains out.
Let's get through some replays starting here with Italo Ferreira. And in this replay, he comes very, very close to Punta Roca right there. And so some nice work done by Jadson Andre. Josh Burke right behind him. A lot of waves getting ridden here. Burke goes to the air, and it's a big one, but is unable to put the landing gear down for the completion. Previous wave of Josh Burke checked in a 3-point ride.
I think the excellent performance that he had on each one of his turns, just surfing the way the wave dictated at Kaipo.
Josh Burke looking for a ramp down the line. Throws the air and incomplete there.
This wave just has so much push down the line. That's why you see the regular footers already keep their eyesight down the line.
Josh a little too far. Josh Burke gives it up to Italo Ferreira down the line. Ferreira carving through these sections. Ferreira up in the lip, stabs it. Italo looking to replace his 3.23. Josh Burke throws it to the air, whips it around, and is unable to put it down in the non-priority heat.
And also San Clemente, California, as we continue on with the priority heat. Italo just got this wave.
Yeah, it's been interesting watching Italo just build throughout this matchup. Pretty contained surfing from Italo. We're so used to see him just finding those sections, going for big airs, but it's fun to watch him get on that rail game. A couple mid-range 5s on his scoreline so far.
Well, Jadson basically needs a 7 to make it out of this one right now, and here's Burke.
Josh Burke, non-priority heat, couple of carves to start off with. Has to contend with some messy water there. And again, mistimes a top turn and unable to complete that ride.
And also getting involved here, Josh Burke, Rosie.
Yeah, Josh Burke has been so impressive. This last-minute call-up to replace Kelly Slater. Been loving the surfing that he's been doing and the energy that he's been bringing to the lineup.
Oh, really inspiring surfer. He's been in the water since he's been about 3 years of age. Tail high reverse.
He was just banging on it, like you said. It was so fun to feel that adrenaline coming from him.
Josh Burke just got this wave, big section, and just flew through it off the top. Big fin throw, stomped it that time, and you could see what he's working with. A lot of cool changes on that wave.
You've already bettered it. Well done. We'll see you in the next round.
Thank you. Cheers.
Oh, no, for me, I mean, Wendy Burke, she was from my same town. She won a handful of world titles. She was always like my idol growing up. And then we had Greg Emsley, who was on the championship tour for a long time. Geordie Smith, obviously someone that stands out to me. And can't go past Martin Pot. I absolutely adore Pot.
They want to see that heavy section attack, and he's doing exactly the formula. Let's see what Italo's got out the back here as he floats over that. He's going to come around the corner, bang into the corner. Nice snap right there on the backhand. Fundamental surfing out of Italo. We think we're going to see a lot more high flying surfing, but Italo's just been going fundamentals. I love it.
Let's take another look at Italo's wave.
Yeah, I love it. Strider touched on the point. The fundamentals from Italo. He's so much fun to watch. Two different types of maneuvers there on his backhand. Swings it into that pocket. A lot of spray. Low center of gravity for him.
A little bit awkward during that heat where he was going for big airs, doing his turns, but he was getting stuck and falling. For me, it was the first time I saw him fall in the last few days. Italo up and out. It's just a testament to pro surfing, adapting to each and every day. There's always going to be a winner in every heat, and you got to figure out how to beat the system sometimes when the ocean can feel like it's against you.
Contestable, and I think we're being blessed right now as we see Italo banging away into that lip line, which is nice and clean because the wind's not bad.
Solid strider. Italo still with some room, carving right in front of Mama Roca, and he'll just redirect on the end section. He's mixing it up, kind of being social, and he just kind of did his own thing throughout that contest. As we look at Italo's performance here.
Yeah, just beautiful backhand hacks from Italo. That water drawing off the cobblestones, you can see there's a lot of boil.
The nice, clean decision-making from Italo, and it's paying off for his lead over Josh Burke. And now we've got the snap to slide for Burke. Chunky section, attacks it inside pole. He blows the fins.
Even, the mid-range rocks here, like Josh Burke right there having to negotiate around that little bit of coping. With this really low tide, there's so much to kind of factor in this lineup.
Italo Ferreira moves on to surf again today in the round of 16. When we come back, Griffin Colapinto takes on Costa Rica's Carlos Munoz.